What I'd like to talk to you about now is actually a good news story, because we've been hearing a lot of tension, negativity, issues, which are all valid and relevant, but we have a really nice story to tell you. An exciting story, because it's not just a story for right this second. I'm going to talk to you about a story that's going forward into the future. What I'm first going to do is I'm going to share with you a little video which the head of the person who's responsible for our social media has put together for us, just giving you a snapshot of what's happening on our website and what's happening in the social media that we've chosen to get our feet wet. So on that one there, I'd like to run that video, please.
Through the month of April, the website showed up 40,000 times globally in Google search results. So when you do a search and that list of websites comes up, we appeared in there 40,000 times. Out of all those, we had 1,600 people who actually clicked through to visit the website. And the main reason people are arriving at the site is for information about the WFDB, about the different bourses around the world, and things like the World Diamond Congress this year. Apart from the homepage, the page which lists all the WFDB bourses and their details is the most visited page on the website. So the website's doing a pretty good job of being a kind of bourse phone book. As for the countries they came from, United States was easily the largest, and quite a large number of those came from New York and California. Let's turn to the two main channels we use in social media, Facebook and Twitter. At the beginning of 2015, last year, we had about 180 followers on Facebook and 36 followers on Twitter. By the end of April 2016, that's grown to over 1,000 on both accounts. But we reach a greater number of people than those who follow us directly, and that works through things such as likes, comments, shares, and paid promotions. So what that results in over the month of April alone is 15,600 people seeing us in their Facebook feed and 17,400 people seeing us on Twitter. Here are a couple of the more popular posts that we've shared on Facebook lately. The one on the left, taken from our email newsletter, is about diamond supply and demand, and that was seen by a few thousand people, got a lot of likes and a few shares. The one on the right is just a photo of a recently discovered rare diamond, and that got a good result as well. So we share content which is interesting and informative and keeps you up to date with current events in and around the organisation. So if you're not following us yet on Facebook or Twitter, please do so. We won't waste your time.
We put a budget aside of $2,500. We haven't spent it all yet. And the purpose of my comment is very simple. We had a comment earlier on about De Beers spending $200 million years ago, and now DPA is prepared to spend $6 million. Today, in social media, you want to spend $6 million, I'll get you $200 million of impact like you did years ago. And that's the way we have to think. It's not about spending tens of millions of dollars on this. It's about spending it smart. And the best example of that is something which I'm passionate about. And you all have heard me talk about it before. It's the World Diamond Mark. And under our chairmanship of Alex Popov, he has proved, and you saw the presentations. In Australia, we have a term, you work off the smell of an oily rag. With minimal money, you can get a tremendous impact. And that's the good news story. And the good news story, that's part of it anyway. And the great news is, from Latin we say, carpe diem. Let us not lose this opportunity for the DPA and the World Diamond Mark to work together to achieve what we all need to do, sell more diamonds. And I believe it's possible, because the will's there. And when we all go back to our respective bourses, that's the message that we have to talk about. Two other issues that we spoke about in our promotions meeting. One of them is that we realize that often information doesn't get passed through from presidents to the members. And we've had a number of issues with the website in relation to whether people want to put all their members on or not. I don't want to go there. What I want to ask you is this, and I've had some great conversations, and Anoop has been very, very good in giving us a liaison person for his bourse. It's imperative that we have a person that will liaise with Louise so that it's not up to the presidents to pass down the information, but someone within your bourse to help information get disseminated, and disseminated fast and more effectively. Some people are better than others at it. I appreciate that. Please make sure that we communicate, and we're going to hound you on it. Because don't let us waste our time producing content That's not getting down to the members. Now the exciting part. Our future is the Young Diamantaires. We got a group of 10 young diamantaires into a room, not a room, sorry, a table, very loud, very noisy, to sit around the table, set out an agenda, set out a bunch of goals, agree to them, immediately set up an international communication tool, none other than WhatsApp, and we did all that in 1 hour. I asked everyone around the table, what's your goals? Just give me one goal and throw it out there. Some were the same. I'm going to tell you some of them. Some wanted more members, new networks, a secure future, fresh out of the box ideas, give us a voice. And I think that give us a voice is a particularly interesting one. I know that it's something that Ernie has spoken in the past about, where to create succession, people need to see how to move and how the structure works. And so I think that there's certain aspects there that we should consider, that if at that next Congress, not if, when at the next Congress, we bring a contingency of young diamantaires, that they participate in some of the executive meetings, the appropriate ones, to see, where appropriate, how they're run. Because we need to share that information and that knowledge. They said two other things: create opportunities, and they were talking about continuity. So the desire is there. You know, we all grew up in families of diamantaires, and we understood about reputation, and we were proud. But how many people know our story? How many people know the story of the WFDB? Do they? Outside of the room or outside of our immediate families, do they really know it? And the answer is no. So I took it upon myself to create a little bit of video content just to show you guys and girls what's possible with a little bit of money, that we can tell our story. And we're going to do this again and again, in particular with Young Diamantaires. And on that note, I'd like to show you how much pride there is when you think about it and what's possible when we tell our story. So here's a little video clip for you.
Founded in 1947 to create a healthy and trustworthy environment for an industry dealing in a valuable resource and large sums of money. The World Federation of Diamond Bourses is a body which represents the industry on the world stage. From international issues to the concerns of the individual trader, the WFDB takes on the often unseen and intractable issues facing the industry. And with the World Diamond Mark Initiative, we even reach down to promotion and education at the consumer level. The WFDB is a symbol that the diamond marketplace is unified.
It's time to tell our story and to share with the next generation the story of authenticity and rarity. Our message is that together we speak as one voice. Let us stand on the shoulders of those before us and shine as only a diamond can.
Thank you. And I look forward to your continued support and the support of the board, that we take first the Promotions Commission and the group to drive forward, that the World Diamond Mark under Alex Popov's drive, passion, and hard work has tremendous success, and that our young diamantaires rise to the occasion. Thanks for your time.